what are the best and worst things about this Clash of Clans update? I asked, and you guys let me have it. Welcome back, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. As long as you're here, hey, would you do me that favor? Would you hit the like button? Don't smash it, by the way. Don't smash the like button. I actually hate that phrase, but if you wouldn't mind hitting it lightly and also hitting that subscribe button, I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for stopping by. We are talking about the Clash of Clans update and the best and the worst of what is one of the biggest updates to come to the game in a long time. And so, all right, we're going to start out with a replay of one of my favorite things about the update, and that would just happen to be the level 9 Hog Riders that are now available to Town Hall 12. But of course, there are more important and significant things that came to the game with this update, and yes, they drew passionate reactions and strong opinions. Now, before I get into this a little bit further, let me remind you that opinions are like butts. Everybody has one and they all stink, okay? So I'm just going to say that right off the bat. So, you know, you're entitled to your opinion, and I'm going to voice mine in this episode as well. And I'm not happy about everything that came to this update, but we will get to that in just a moment. So I'm not insulting your opinion. I'm just saying you don't take it personally if somebody else's opinion disagrees with yours. That's what that saying is supposed to mean. Okay, so let's watch this absolutely epic level 9 Hog Rider triple while we talk about the best and worst things about the Clash of Clans update according to its community, because that is of course who supports the game, right? The players. So okay, obviously the biggest thing that happened was the season challenges and the season passes. And let me just make this first part clear. The existence of the gold pass that yes costs money does not mean that suddenly Clash of Clans is pay to win. Okay, that is not the definition of pay to win. Now, this game has always been pay to progress faster, as are pretty much most games that you will find on mobile. If you spend money or gems, you will find that you can progress more quickly through the game. You don't get an unfair advantage because you can afford to buy the Barbarian King's Gladiator skin. If it came with some sort of buff or a benefit that helped you in battle, I could totally understand, but it didn't, so we can't complain about that. Also, the free part of the season challenges is just a ton of free stuff, and basically you don't have to do anything else. It sort of does incentivize you to play more, but that's just a smart business decision, and the gold pass again is worth way more than $5 a month to the majority of players who are actually going to invest in it. But enough of that. Let's get into the actual community response, and I wanted to address a few specific reactions to the question that I posted on Twitter the other day. And this is just a few minutes of me sitting back and, you know, the Jon Stewart gif here. But okay, the responses. First things first. Jensa says, the best thing, lots of rewards to earn with just regular active gameplay, like I just said. The worst thing, they fired the best game manager ever. I totally agree, Jensa. It's a shame if you guys missed that video. Make sure you go check it out. But here is my moment of glory. What is going on, fellow fans of Clash of Clans? It is your game lead, Galadon, here with another developer update video. And just to be clear, after that April 1st video, I was not fired, okay? I resigned. Technically, I just voluntarily stepped down, okay? All right, let's move on. Nathan said, the best thing about this update is the new battle pass per season, and the worst thing about this update is the 3D models of Barbarian and Archer Queen. I preferred the heroes their original way. And to be honest, this is one of those places where I completely disagree with what seems to be a majority opinion in the community. I feel like there's a lot of people that agree with this comment, and I don't get it. First of all, I don't think it's really that significant how they look now versus how they used to look. And second of all, I actually think it looks better. So I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't have 2010 vision. But I don't know. I'm a little bit confused by this one. And personally, I like the 3D models. I know that people say it's because it doesn't fit the rest of the game. But who knows? Maybe Clash of Clans will eventually go completely 3D at some point. Anyway, I don't know. I actually talked about that in a recent episode. Okay, let's move on. Echo says this update is what we needed before the Builder Hall and Clan Games updates. I love how it's for everyone and not just the big clans or a war thing. I totally agree with you. Echo goes on to say, great job Supercell on this update. Now let's fix the clouds. And I totally agree. And again, we've been promised that fix is coming by July. So let's cross our fingers that actually happens. Trevor says, best, not having to reload traps. Worst, going in every time I log on to reload traps. I agree. It's funny. So many players are conditioned to do that. It is going to take all of us a while to break that habit. Okay, Hamed says, what's best about it is that it makes you grind, which I like. But worst is that it costs and I'm kind of broke. Rip. So, yes, I understand people are upset that they can't afford the $5. It is cool. I agree. He's talking about it incentivizing players to play more, which is great. And remember, I've got a video where I talked about giving away gold passes. I've given about a dozen of them away so far. Find that video. It was one more gold pass for every 5,000 likes. We'll do that on this video as well, okay? We will add it to this video and watch for those giveaways on twitch.tv/GaladonCoc. At Culpable Spoon says, best thing, the new Hero 3D models. Oh, there you go. He says he's a fan, so well done. And then the worst thing, he actually said there's nothing, no worst thing. So good to see an optimist out there, somebody who's just enjoying the game. And my man TJD, best, not having to rearm traps. Worst, not having a name for the Green Season Challenge Elixir. Now, I totally agree with this. Look at this image, you guys. Look at the left-hand side where the whole season progress starts. That's liquid. That is a droplet. Why is this stuff not given a name? It's just points. It shouldn't be points. It should be, I don't know. It feels incomplete. Okay, moving on. At Conman21, angry about the clouds. I totally agree, but like I talked about, we are expecting the fix in July. And then I'm Mad Sadik says he likes the new 3D look for the Barb King Archer Queen. It's very cool, and now you can farm with types of troops you like because they reduce the cost. That's a big point. We need to remember huge reductions in cost and training time. I think that is a big one for a lot of players across the board. Daniel Svensson says, best thing, free stuff. That means both the stuff that the Battle Pass gives and the free reloads. Worst, feeds my addiction, so now I play even more because I want the free stuff. Again, makes sense. At Taytoon PL says, best, season pass. Worst, can't max the remaining 50 walls. And while I agree with him, I do feel like this is a problem that a very small number of players are facing. And then the comments went on, and I wish I had time to show everybody's because there were so many good ones, but positivity about the season bank. Remember that is free loot. Everybody gets it, even without purchasing the pass. So don't forget to go in at the end and collect your season bank. And then a lot of people were talking about the bugs and the things that have come with the update that just weren't running exactly smoothly. You need to remember that there is an update. It's an optional update that just dropped. I believe it was on April 4th, where you can fix a lot of those bugs that exist. But we're still waiting for the fix on one of the biggest, and that is the Archer Queen and her artificial intelligence or lack thereof. So just here's an example. Bad Boy Outlaw, this is one of the most egregious errors I've seen the Queen make recently. She's coming after that cannon, right? Direct shot. She's going to go down here, follow the skeletons to the... No. Look at the skeletons. They're even telling her where to go. They're like, right here. Look, there's a hole over here. You can go through the wall. You can get to... Nope. And, you know, yeah, whatever. She's going to go after the cannon, and then she's going to get stuck behind a wall again. Not ideal. So we're waiting. We've heard a couple of things. Now, the reason that this isn't reverting, or that it has reverted and isn't being fixed yet, well, at least part of the reason is the fact that it would wipe out all of the Clan War League replays right in the middle of the season. So they're going to wait until the season ends before they make that change. But here was one that I thought was pretty exceptional and actually almost shocking. Now, luckily, the Nordic end did go on to win their war anyway, but this is a beautiful P.E.K.K.A. smash right here. Check out the far left-hand side of the screen. There are the bats and the free spell from that Ice Golem doing a great job. Massive bowlers clearing out the core. It's a fun attack to watch, and it was going really, really well. But when we get down to the end, you will see what is perhaps, in my opinion, the stupidest Archer Queen you have ever seen in the history of Clash of Clans. It doesn't get any more obvious. Now, I did really like the free spell right there. on the CC Dragon. I thought that was kind of a cool little touch. The Archer Queen gets in, grabs the Wizard Tower, and that was just, it was nice. He had some extra freezes, and I thought that was a good use of strategy to make sure that the bats lasted a little bit longer, and then save the Archer Queen right there. So, yes, the Archer Queen is still alive, and you'll notice that on the left-hand side, those Clan Castle balloons made quick work of, I think there was a P.E.K.K.A down there in the corner. It didn't do real well. The sword not quite long enough to reach the balloons. But check out how close we are to a 3-star right here by Bippus Bro of the Nordic End. This is a clan from Norway, by the way. So shout out to my Viking brothers and their immensely dumb Archer Queens. So here we go. 97% Archer Queen getting through the barracks. 98. Going to mow down this elixir storage. 99. All she's got to do is go get this single target Inferno. In the meantime, the healer's got her back up to full health. And what do you think happens next? A full health healer against a single target Inferno. She's going to come around this corner and... well, okay. Basically... yeah, so that happened. I couldn't resist. I could not help myself. But all right, not the ideal ending. So we're obviously waiting for some changes to the Archer Queen. That is for certain. I don't know. But I feel like for the most part, this has been a very positive update. Lots of good things have happened, and I'm definitely looking forward to the rest of 2019. We've got the Fix to the Clouds coming in the next few months. We've got Builder Hall 9 as well. And finally, for my own opinions, my favorite thing, 1 gem donations. And I saved this for the very end for my least favorite because I don't want to be negative. What the heck is that? It makes no sense to me. I'm sorry. I realize that maybe a lot of you like that. What? The actual, where did, I honestly, I kid you not, I honestly thought this screen was a joke when I saw it. I thought it was an April Fool's joke. I am sorry, no insult to the artist that created that, but that is not consistent with the theme of the game, and it actually makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable whenever I log on to Clash of Clans. What? That is not the game. I'm sorry, that's just my opinion. And again, remember what I said at the beginning of the video about opinions. Thank you guys for being here all the way to the end of the episode. Make sure that you hit that like button, subscribe for the earliest and most accurate update information. Thank you guys again. You're the true #GalaFam. Now get out there, make the best of the rest of your day. Be kind to other people, be kind to animals, be kind to the planet. And I hope to see all of you back here again tomorrow without that loading screen for more full attacks.
Galadon, this is one time when you and I agree.